Before we start today's video, I need to say something. This conversation is going to be uncomfortable, not for you, but for me. Because today, I'm going to talk about something most people will never admit about themselves. The difference between being a nice man and being a good man. And the truth is, for a long time, I believed I was one, but I wasn't. My name is Ray Latour, and this channel is Overcoming with Ray Latour, where we talk about depression, healing, faith, and the battles people fight in silence. But today, I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to tell you the truth, even if it makes me look bad. For most of my life, I told myself something that made me feel better about who I was. I said, I'm a nice guy. I help people. I try to make people laugh. I try to be supportive. And in my mind, that made me a good person. But the truth is, something that I didn't want to face. Sometimes the person you think you are is just a character you created to survive. When I was younger, life started teaching me some very painful lessons. Loss, isolation, depression, feeling like nobody really understood what I what was going on inside my mind. And when that kind of pain sits in your head long enough, your brain starts building defensive mechanisms. Some people shut down. Some people disappear. Some people become angry. And some people, they become something else. I developed something I didn't understand at the time. Narcissistic tendencies. Not the kind you see on social media where someone thinks they're better than everyone. No, mine was different. Mine came from pain. When you feel powerless for long enough, your mind starts creating a version of yourself that feels powerful. You start convincing yourself that you're smarter than everyone, stronger than everyone, more aware than everyone. Not because it's true, but because it protects you from feeling small. It becomes armor. You stop letting people get too close. You start believing that nobody understands you anyway. So why try? You know? And slowly, without even realizing it, you start looking at your own flaws. You stop looking at your own flaws. Because if you did, the whole the whole illusion might fall apart. The scary part about narcissistic tendencies is that sometimes they hide behind kindness. You can still be polite, still be friendly, still be supportive, but deep down, you're protecting your ego more than your character. And I had to face that truth. Depression played a huge role in this. When you when you're constantly fighting the thoughts in your head, you start building mental walls. Walls that say, I don't need anyone. Worry about yourself. People will just hurt you anyway. Those walls may protect you for a while, but eventually they're trapped inside your own mind. Looking back now, I realized something. I wasn't becoming stronger. I was becoming disconnected. Disconnected from people. Disconnected from accountability. disconnected from the version of myself I actually wanted to be. And that's the moment when the question finally hit me. A question that shook me to my core. What if being a nice man doesn't make me a good man? What if hiding behind politeness instead of confronting who I really am? That realization hurt because it's easier to blame the world. It's easier to blame your past. It's easier to blame the people who hurt you. But growth begins when you start asking different questions. What part of this was my responsibility? That question started a journey, a painful one, a confusing one, but also a necessary one. Because becoming a better person starts with brutal honesty, and honesty begins in the mirror. Next time in part two, we're going to talk about that mirror. The moment when you finally stop lying to yourself. And trust me, the mirror doesn't lie. This is Ray Latour, and this is Overcoming with Ray Latour, where we remind each other each day to live, laugh, learn, and stay positive.